like, as we know, it's Women's Day, it's Women's Month, it's awesome. What actually meant to happen is, apart from other people celebrating us women, we're also supposed to be celebrating not only ourselves, but each other as women. You know, it's like last week, the talk that I was having at the Sun International head office, well, the talk that I was giving, rather, I was telling the ladies there, my key theme was to teach ladies to uplift one another. Because in more cases than not, we're always looking for the negatives. We're always looking now, okay, Mutona is doing well, seemingly they're successful, things are coming together for them. But there has to be that one thing that is negative that we're going to focus on. And unfortunately, that mentality is very popular amongst women. And it's not okay. Because already there's so many other battles that we're fighting out there. Like, till date, we still have, the Deputy Minister of Higher Education, for an example. He's just an example of many other men who still think it is okay for them to lay a hand on a woman. Those are the battles that we're fighting. We shouldn't be fighting those battles 50, 60 years into gaining independence as women. We shouldn't. We need for our men to protect us, to take care of us, and not to say we can't do it. Yes, of course, we can do it. Yeah. But we don't need men to threaten us. Well, we shouldn't walk into a room or maybe and then as time goes on. And then and you realize you're actually the only woman in the taxi. Yeah. And the first thing to happen,
yes, become scared,
and that shouldn't be the case.
Yeah.
No,
it's true.
But apart from us fighting that, because I feel like even that's a battle on its own, and we still have a very, very, very long way to go regarding that. I'm not disregarding it. I'm not saying it's not important. But what I'd like to focus on specifically today is to say, women, we need to learn how to uplift one another. We need to learn how to stop looking for the negatives in somebody's success so that you can feel better about the things that you haven't achieved. Why instead of, for example, with Bonang's book, fine, there were spelling errors, there were grammar errors, and
it's
so
a woman who
and it's mostly women who picked up on
exactly.
This. It's mostly women who fueled each other on this.
Yes.
And I'm like, but why?
Why?
Look what
yes. I think that's
Why?
Why don't you take a pen and paper and write yours?
Seeing that your grammar is so perfect, your English is the Queen's English, why don't you, like you're saying, get a pen, write your own book? What is your story? Do you even have a story to tell? Or is your story based on bringing other people down? Bomme, basadi, young women, I'm coming to you earnestly. I'm saying, ladies, we cannot continue to bring each other down. We have to uplift one another. It is our responsibility to make sure that we empower one another. It is our responsibility to make sure we become, stronger as a unit. Otherwise, it's not going to stop being a man's world. It's always going to be a man's world, because men are confident. Men walk into a room and, they shake your hand firmly, and they're confident in their stride. Or now women, we walk into a room and we say, okay, Didi is cute. But those shoes. Why? What do my shoes have to do with who I am, what I'm doing, what has placed me here? Yeah. Why not come? Why as women do we not learn how to encourage one another? And to empower one another.
Yeah. And if you are holding hands as women, you are going to take this country by storm. There's a woman can multitask. Like a woman, when something is done by a woman.
Absolutely.
Like you see, like for instance, when I do an altar here, you'll see it's me. But when Sheila does it, you'll see, like, check now, check.
Beautiful.
Exactly.
Women were powerful, were strong. That we have a gentle touch to us, and yet in the same breath, we're both gentle and very strong. We're like the ocean. We're strong. You know, how compare water versus a rock? A rock is very hard, whereas water is very soft. But how kanka a rock and you bash it with a hammer, a rock can fall into pieces. But water, you can bash and do whatever. It will always come back together because it flows. That's the way that I see women. And I say, if as women we could learn how to merge like water and just be as gentle and flow seamlessly, the world would be such a better place.
I tell you.
You know?
I tell you.
Because we are amazing. You know, I always say we're amazing. We're all worthy of everything perfect. We're all beautiful in our own light. Weight, size, whatever. Each and every woman is beautiful in her own special way. She's got her own individual light, her own unique light that she brings to this planet. If we could take time to learn from one another instead of trying to dull each other's lights out, then it would be a better place. I always say that a candle never loses light over lighting another candle.
Oh yes. To all those jealous women, you know what I'm saying? Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Nice one. Nice one. Nice one.
Thank you for joining me.
Sit down, baby.
I know your mind is too far.